Premium account on X is
We
required
live.
to create. Man, we live. I'm
We
not worried.
live, baby.
Let's go.
We live. We're back in the building. What's going on, baby? What's going on, Keith Murphy?
What up, man? How you?
Man, I'm GOOD, baby, man. Just excited. The football season is here, man. What about you?
Man, just excited to be back. It's been a long time since we've been live on this thing.
Oh man. And see, we always have our best times live, you know what I mean? So, you
For
know, this
sure.
this is where it's at, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, things are looking a little different around here, of course, man, for those who haven't joined us, you know. Yo, you on the unbeaten with Keith and Burney, man. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Hey, look, check us out, baby. More merch coming soon.
For sure. For sure.
Let's go, baby. But yeah, man, it's good to be here, man. I know we've done a few pre-recorded shows. And man, like Keith, man, we were talking offline, man. Like, when you go watch those pre-recorded shows, man, there's a little bit of energy missing, right? It ain't that
It
same
is.
energy that we got on the
1,000%.
live.
It ain't nothing like what we doing on live.
Dog, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I think like we're just missing the interaction or something, man. But yo, you could just tell the energy is like way different, man.
1,000%. But maybe we'll get some folks in here to talk to. But what's been going on with you, man?
Man, it's been crazy here lately. It's homecoming season, man. You know what I mean? G-Ho is upon us. Man, shout outs to the Aggies, got all the other HBCUs. So most people who know me, they know I'm editing videos and promos and ads, digital ads. So my slate has been full, nonstop. My lady's birthday was just a week and a half ago. My daughter's birthday is this weekend. So, man, I just been on that grindy grind, brother. I don't know. There's no stopping it, man. It's just like, Don, it just keeps going. So, hey, man, but look, I'm blessed. I always say, man, I think I put on my IG, I said, man, I'm stretched thin, but I'm blessed. You know what I mean?
How
But
it gotta be, man. I mean, same here. Just got home from football practice. Just looking forward to getting on here, seeing what's cracking, see what's up with our folks, man. We missed a lot of engagement last year, so I'm looking forward to just getting this thing back going, having some fun. You know what I mean?
no, absolutely. I think, yeah, and it just, man, you know how it is, man. I mean, I guess all year we kept trying to find the time to jump on, man. And it's just a lot happening. I mean, even this year has been tough. We've been wanting to start this live for a couple of weeks now.
For sure. We wanted to preview all that. Well, hey, it
Yeah,
is what it is, man.
it's like tough, man. But I mean, we're gonna get it rolling, man. I think for me personally, when we get through this little homecoming season, you know what I mean, it'll be a lot easier, not only
Dog,
to,
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
my
like
bad.
oh, what's that?
Nothing. I'm trying to make sure everything is public. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay. Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
my bad.
playback. Yeah,
Yeah,
hey man, you pulled the whole like when people call into the radio station and they had the radio up too loud and then you can
that's
hear it.
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just
Yeah,
did.
I was like, what happened? I just hear myself. Um,
Right.
but yeah, that's crazy, man. That took me back, man, to being on air, man. But nah, but it's just, hey man, it is what it is. Like, when things start we get this thing rolling, man. Hopefully we get that traction back, man. We get our people back. I miss my people, man. I miss, we got our crew, so but yeah, man. So tell me what's good though, Keith, man. How was how are things going? I know football season, locally for you. You know what I mean? You got
Well,
that going on.
oh man, my son freshman team going crazy. They won like every game like 38-6 or they
Woo!
going ham, man. And blessed for me, man, they letting him dress for varsity, so I think that means big things for him next year as he's playing freshman right now.
Oh yeah.
And we just get into it. It's crazy having a high school athlete. You put all this work in through middle elementary school, get trainers, all this other stuff, and then high school is here. It just time is short. Like I feel like 10 minutes ago we was in fifth grade. Now in 3 years we gonna be up out of there. Like
Crazy,
it's
man.
the crazy thing. But Trey's taking to it. Football is going well this year, and And then, as you know, in about a month or so from now, we're gonna get into hoops. So, life just coming at me fast. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Your boy's dunk. He about to start dunking here pretty soon, man. Is he getting up there?
That's the plan. Hey, he's close. I give him hopefully Christmas. I think Christmas,
Mm,
few months.
okay.
Yeah.
And look,
But
you know,
how's things with your girls and your young fella you had since? Hey, unbeaten. Got to congratulate Cromel on the birth of his baby boy this
oh
past
man,
year.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Cue the soundboard. Cue the soundboard. Um, yeah, we'll get it. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all, he's doing his thing, man. We've already raised the basketball goal up a level in
Oh,
his play area, man. So yeah, he was like, man, he started out flushing, like barely flushing it, man, and then I looked over and I was like, yo, you're getting that a little bit too easy, man. Like I look at it, I was
let
like, you
me
gotta look.
smooth this thing on up.
Yeah, I put it on up. He looked up at it, looked at me, was like, oh, you think I can't get that, huh? He put on his fingertips, start hanging on it, you know what I mean? Smiling,
Yeah,
so yeah, he already, I mean, the fact that he's only 13 months old and he knows where to put the basketball at is, an
makes you a proud
accomplishment.
dad, don't it?
Oh yeah, most def, man. I didn't start hooping for real until I was about 7, maybe. So,
Oh, you can't beat that.
yeah, he's doing his thing, man. My daughter, she's hooping too. She's gonna return. She's in this program right now, like for all girls, man. It's like a great program they got out here. And she's getting back into basketball. She's acting, she's got a few stage plays coming up, and horseback riding, the usual. Birthday this
Right,
weekend, you know.
right.
So, it's 'tis the season, man, you know.
Yep, I
But
hear that, man.
I gotta put my fantasy trophy in the camera, man. I can't leave him out,
Who's
Uh,
that? How does Pops feel about being a grandpa?
man, yo, Pop's been a grandpa for 11 years now. As far as having a grandson, that's new to him. I know he's really excited, I mean, that's ideal because I mean it means a lot. That means, when a
Right,
man, when there's a new boy in the family, it's like, okay, then the name is gonna keep going. You know what I mean? That's how
right.
it's viewed, even though there are ways for that to happen with the girls too. But the guys, the boys specifically, they're gonna keep that last name. So that's always good. But yeah, man, he's excited.
You know what's crazy? I don't understand the obsession. I feel that way. Like, oh, I
Mhm,
got two boys. Let's rock. But I don't
mhm.
understand the obsession with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was
it's just
I was content with being a girl dad, man. You know what I mean?
right.
If I would have had a third girl, I would have been perfectly fine. But I mean, hey, I'm good. I got the best of both worlds, man. I'm loving life. But he's got amazing big sisters, man. They're gonna be looking out for him. So hey, man, good deal, man. How we looking out there, man? We got any citizens out there yet?
It looks like we got one. I don't know who that is though. They are on the YouTube joint.
Man, yo, man, shout out YouTube, baby. Like, subscribe. Hey, look, man, it's the warm up. We got to get back rolling. You know, but hey, either way, man, look, we're gonna get to these sports.
That's what
You know,
that's what we came here for.
that's what we came here for, man. You know, so yeah, man, week one is in the books.
Right.
You know,
How you feeling about it?
how am I feeling about week one? Um, about the weekend. I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting season, man. A lot of interesting things happen. We had some good games. You
Right.
know, like the Ravens and the Bills, of course, that was a great game. I enjoyed the Monday night game. I know they came out of that with the Bears and the Bears and the Vikings. I know we came away from that with a lot of criticism of Caleb Williams, but I think that the NFC North seems like it's going to be, probably one of the more interesting divisions.
Right.
Um, everybody else is kind of the usual suspects. The AFC is not really surprising me. The biggest surprise in the AFC, I think, was probably that beat down that the Colts put on the Dolphins. You know,
Dolphins.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Chiefs is always a surprising loss because, but for some reason, I feel like they're going to come back to earth a little bit this year. I mean, they win the 4 out of the last 5 Super Bowls. That pace can't possibly keep going.
yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to seeing, Jim Harbaugh is a hell of a coach. For them to get that one victory, that was big.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. He's I think a lot of distractions with Jim Harbaugh, especially with all that Michigan stuff still going on. Most of it's led by Paul Feinbaum. You know what I mean? He keeps murdering him in the media. But nah, I mean, I think in our previous shows, you know what I mean. We were both grilling, especially me, grilling Justin Herbert.
Right.
And I always,
Especially you.
especially me.
I told you I still kind of rock with him.
I don't. It's not that I don't rock with him. It's
You just said he hasn't done anything.
yeah, he ain't did nothing. It's just like you're
Right.
you're putting him above certain people who have accomplished things already in the NFL, who have shown themselves to be of the caliber that they or the tier that they
Right.
are rated at. He's always put into this tier of quarterbacks without having any production to support it. That's always been my criticism of Justin Herbert. It's like, okay, we know you're supposed to be good, but why are we pretending that you belong in this conversation with your Josh Allens and your Lamar Jacksons, and
Right.
you haven't
No,
done anything?
we got a little bit of engagement here, man.
Cowboys performance week 1. So I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think I was impressed. It was one of those things where I'll say I'm not one of those people that was like oh man, we traded away Michael Parsons. Everything's gonna fall apart. My whole thing about the Michael Parsons trade, and this is and I told you this offline, Keith. Like, whatever the Cowboys were gonna be, they were gonna be that whether he was there or not. If they're good, they were gonna be good with or without him. If they're horrible this season, they were gonna be horrible with him or without him. When I watch that performance, when I think about that performance, I mean, Dallas had every opportunity to be in the game, every opportunity to win the game. You take away a crucial turnover by Miles Sanders, some key drops that hit CeeDee Lamb right in the chest down the stretch. I mean, that game is flipped on his head. That's an entirely different game, probably an entirely different outcome. People talk about the pass rush. I did see Jalen Hurts breaking loose a lot more than he used to when Mike was out there. I feel like he felt a little more confident doing that, running around. I was texting with somebody, man. It was like, man, this guy's out here looking like Atlanta Falcons Michael Vick the way he's running around the field right now.
Right.
But the scramble game ain't usually his game. He's more of a goal line scorer, run it in, tush push. But all in all, man, I wasn't unimpressed. You know what I mean, with the Cowboys. I mean, I thought it was a very they looked formidable. They looked like evenly matched teams for the most part. What do you think, Keith?
I evenly matched is a stretch. They played like division rivals.
Yeah.
So I don't. The Cowboys don't usually get destroyed by them anyway. I still think Philly is probably going to be the class of the NFC. If you had to ask me today, week 1, obviously, is a long season. We get to see a good game with Thursday night. Is that Green Bay and Washington? Or is that Green Bay? Who's Thursday night?
Thursday night it's Green Bay and Philly. No, is it Green Bay and Philly?
Yeah.
No, Philly play the Chiefs. Philly plays the Chiefs.
It's Washington. I got it right.
Yeah, it is Washington. Yeah, you're right.
Green Bay and Washington.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to see what's up. But I think I'm actually, as a 49er fan, I didn't like that. I think Dallas made a smart move with that Michael Parsons trade. And people are like, oh, trade your best player. And I was like, You paid CD, you paid Dak. You can't have three players taking up 200% of your cap space. That's just not what you can't do it. So I just think, and we've talked offline about it. Why only two first round picks that, to your point, might be second round picks? I would have went diving at a Jacksonville, at an Indy, at one of these teams that's gonna be in the top 10, and got two first round picks out of them. I just and you're trading them to a team who just smashed you in the playoffs. So all that I don't think made any sense. But maybe to their point, how much cap space did all these teams have? This is kind of a weird time to make a trade like that. Most everybody has signed all their free agents, right? And so, but I'm sure teams would have made it happen. And I don't know how you would have felt. You don't like Green Bay, but we heard the noise that Howie Roseman was sniffing around. So would you rather be Green Bay than Philly?
You come on, man. I mean, there's not a Cowboys fan in existence that wanted that to happen. You know what I mean? I mean, it had been buzzing for a while because he's from that area, or from Pennsylvania. Right. You know what I mean? But nah, man. I mean, I feel like a good offer would have been made. I wouldn't doubt that Philly didn't make a better offer than Green Bay did. You know what I mean? They probably
that's the word on the street. And to your point, how much better? For me, right. To trade to Seattle, that offer better be significantly better. Not just and knowing Philly, Howie probably did make a significant offer. If they listen to it, they might not even pick up the phone for him. But
Jerry will listen.
I think you're right. I mean, you've seen him. Wasn't that the trade between the Giants? I mean, didn't they trade with Philly so Philly can move up and get Devontae? Devontae?
Yeah, I mean, I know
they skipped over the Giants.
Yeah,
pissed the Giants off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, to that point, I mean, that was my only issue with the trade. It was the return and who they did it with. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, and who they did it with was less about it being the Green Bay smashing them in the playoffs and more about you're trading first round picks with the team that is already considered a contender, who's gonna, and those picks are gonna be significantly low picks. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was my only issue. I didn't have a problem with the Kenny Clark return. I know he's a little older, but he did definitely address the need. And I saw it. You saw it on the field. You know what I mean? Back to that performance in week 1. I mean, the Dallas defense, I mean, they pretty much, the wide receivers, A.J. Brown had 1 catch. You know what I mean? That was towards that was at the end of the game. Devontae Smith, 1-2 catches. Their biggest pass play was to Johan Dotson. You know what I mean?
Right. How do you think that Antonio Brown's going to feel about that?
AJ Brown?
AJ, I said Antonio.
I don't know how Antonio.
Freudian slip.
Look, how Antonio Brown feel about it. How AJ Brown gonna feel about it? I think he's okay. 1 game, they won. I don't think he's tripping, man. If it's something that keeps happening, then I mean, we've seen it. I mean, it played out last season. You know what I mean? You saw it going on like early on. There was a lot of friction between he and Jalen. I don't think they're 100%. I think they just kind of tough it out, as teammates, for the betterment of the team. But I think he's okay, man, for this one time. You know what I mean? He's probably has voiced put his voice out there and said, hey man, y'all can't, 1 target. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? But
what are we doing? Right.
Right. But I mean, you got to give Dallas's defense, you got to give Matt Eberflus some credit. I mean, they ran that umbrella coverage for most of the game. And, Jalen didn't have a lot of places to throw the ball, and the linebackers were doing a good job of containing the middle and, keeping Dallas Goedert from getting off. And then, the guys up front, Kenny Clark and those boys and Odigizua, they were clogging the middle. They weren't letting the boys run like that. So the only thing that was left open was for Jalen Hurts to scramble. There was no spy to keep up with Jalen Hurts. So that's why he was able to run around the way he was. So
yeah.
But that game overall, first half was an offensive game, second half was a defensive game.
Right. So what we wanted to look at next?
I mean, look, I'm looking at this. I mean, we're still recapping the week, you know. Let's talk about your 49ers right quick, man. I was looking at that game early on, and you know, I mean, I get it, it's week one. But I don't I get you guys got injuries, man. Brock Purdy was struggling a little bit early on there, man. I mean, he came on towards the end. What were
Well,
your thoughts?
went right down the field the first drive, what we
Mm-hmm.
call the scripted plays, right? Hit Kittle, so I like that. Obviously, um, then Kittle goes out. So obviously we're already missing Ayuk, no Kittle. I don't think CMC is ever going to be the CMC we saw 2 or 3 years ago. So now to your point, we've paid our quarterback. It's on your shoulders, bro. What are
Mm-hmm.
we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Not we. What are you gonna do? Um, so to your point, he was able to make some plays, but as a fan, I'm not uber excited about what I'm seeing compared to how we looked 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, where we're
Mm-hmm.
living in the NFC Championship and Super Bowl. I think those days are over for now. Um, I do think we're a 10 win team somewhere in there. But now that he's going to be out, they say it could be out multiple weeks. Kittle could be out multiple weeks. Um, Ayuk's probably out till week 6. I'm not sure on the outlook. We were lucky to get that win, and yeah, Purdy made plays late, but that play to win the game should have been picked off.
Mm.
I mean, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell?
What we talking about? Like, it's lucky we were playing against Tariq Woolen. I mean, he hit a bomb on Tariq Woolen. Now who I am very pleased with is Ricky Pearsall. He's a baller. 4 catches, 108 yards on 8 targets. That first round pick seems to be a hit. And once he got over the gunshots of last year, uh, I feel like uh, he's been a productive player, damn near week in week out. So
He's on my fantasy team.
he helped you out this weekend.
He did. He was
What
looking
made you
good.
pick him up, man? I thought I was gonna get him under the radar, but a lot of people are high on Ricky Pearsall.
Because it's when you keep up with the whole buzz in the fantasy world, you're looking at a situation where I mean, you got a receiving core that is depleted. So it's like, okay, who's the number one receiver? Is it Jennings? You know what I
Right,
mean? Or Pearsall kept popping up. You know what I mean? He kept popping
right,
up. Then I saw his fantasy grade, and I'm like, hey, you know what? He's looking like maybe I could grab him in the 5th round, maybe. You know what I
right.
mean? And
Yeah,
he was still there, man. So I picked him up. He was like a flex pickup, man. And hey, he paid off big time, man. So yeah, I'm happy with that pick. Plus, another thing, and I've told you this, I think it's probably a nod to maybe the coach, but Kyle Shanahan. But it seems like y'all just have some nobodies and they just go crazy for some reason. It seems like y'all plug in anybody and they just go off. I mean, I don't know. Remember y'all went through like 3 running backs and they all was having like 100-yard rushing
Yo,
game.
yeah. I can't speak. I mean, it's their philosophy that goes back to pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's just what they do. That's just what the Shanahans do. And so, that's just if you need a running back, if you need a scheme for a running back, that's who you want to call. And if you get a Christian McCaffrey or Terrell Davis, you're going to be very, very, very effective. So, I'm very confident in this scheme, but I'm going to go out on a limb. If we have a season like we did last year, I think we should fire Kyle Shanahan.
He'd be the hottest free agent coach in the game. He'll probably go straight to the New York Giants because it doesn't look like they're going to have a coach next year. I don't know. I don't want to throw, I don't want to cast aspersions on him too fast, but I was seeing Jackson Dart get an opportunity. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel you, man. I mean, it's just, and y'all tend to have less patience over there in San Francisco. You know what I mean? Y'all will move on from somebody in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Um,
Ain't no
uh,
hard beat. That would be 2 losing seasons in a row.
yeah. Well, I mean, y'all were riddled with injuries last season. You know what I mean? Y'all are starting this season off kind of the same way. Y'all still got a W over, a division rival.
Right.
Y'all could be a quiet, sleeper team. You know what I mean? Do you feel like y'all are as good as or on the level of the Rams right now?
Yeah, I mean they didn't blow the socks off anybody. What they won 14-9. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't look like a world beater. So I don't think there's anybody in our division right now that is a clear cut favorite. I guess they're gonna say the Rams, but Stafford is crazy. You know what I mean? Got another comment. What team do y'all think nobody's talking about, but we should be? Who you got?
Team that nobody is talking about but should be.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
The team that beat Kansas City this past weekend. I
Uh,
I think I think a lot of people are down on the Chargers.
yeah. Well, probably before Friday.
I, I don't know if people still giving them that respect. You know what I'm saying? I think I mean I'm a Harbaugh fan. I didn't want to get rid of him in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Chargers. I think he's going to get the best out of Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to play solid defense. This is second year. Made the playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could see them making a run.
Yeah, they could. Um, my initial thought was the Denver Broncos. I think they have an elite defense. Um, there's still things that they need to, prove or need to show. But I do think that when it's all said and done, I think they will be making noise, in the AFC. And, I wouldn't say they're not being talked about, but Aaron Rodgers looked good over there in Pittsburgh, man.
Agreed.
you know,
You think
so,
some of that is the Jets, though?
because of the Jets are supposed to have this elite defense, allegedly, and then
With,
when you
with
watch
Salah, they did.
and then you watch the game. I mean, it wasn't like they got drugged. I mean, it was a
Right,
good game. It was one of the better games of the week.
right.
But no, I think definitely yeah, I look at the Broncos and I look at Pittsburgh as being somebody who might be there. They might win a playoff game this year. You know what I mean? I'm a
For
Mike
sure.
Tomlin fan.
But when I'm gonna take Portia's question, and when she asked that, I'm saying teams that have a chance to be in the NFC or AFC championship. I
Like a
don't look at
sweep.
Pittsburgh like that. Let me spin her. Let me spin her question. You know what I
Okay.
mean? A team that could make a run, a deep run. I gave you an AFC team. You gave me an AFC team. Give me an NFC team.
NFC team that can unexpectedly make a deep run. The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
You couldn't
Sound
help
bite
yourself.
of the night.
You couldn't help yourself.
Well, look, when you think about it, though, we are asleep. Everybody keeps think about it. Dallas is at its worst when the expectations are high. Right now, everybody's like, all right, they're third best team in their division at the most. You know what I
Right.
mean? But you never know. This might be the year, And then what'll probably happen? They'll probably go to the divisional round and lose to the Green Bay Packers. It would
Damn,
be
Micah gonna dance on y'all grave.
it would be poetic. Michael Parsons playing in the NFC Championship. maybe even the Super Bowl, because Green Bay, they're looking like Super Bowl contenders.
I'm gonna go with, and maybe I'm not hip. They did win 14 games last year, but I don't think anybody's taking them to go crazy. And that's Minnesota. I think the Vikings can make a deep run this year. I like the coach. I like both coaches. I like the D coordinator too. And so Jefferson, when they get Jordan Addison back, I like Hawkinson. I think they can be a team that can make run. So those are my two teams. From the NFC, Minnesota. From the AFC, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, I like that pick. I like the Minnesota pick. I think, watching that game against the Bears, they were probably, I enjoy watching them probably the last 17 minutes of the game. That's when one could say it seemed like, Flores, defensive coordinator, seemed like he was kind of, observing the situation a little bit, seeing what they were coming with. And then he made adjustments, and he had Caleb Williams looking like he didn't belong in the NFL at one point.
Right. Good night. Oh, so she likes her. Hey, so if you still there, Portia, so that Dallas pick is valid? We gonna see about that.
She said all of those are valid. You know what I mean? So
I heard what she said.
But they're all under. What the Dallas thing is like, yo, you're thinking one hand. Don't think about the Dallas hype. Think about from a football sense. From a football sense, they're not predicted to be much, and they've been written off since the Michael Parsons trade. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, they traded their best player. They're screwed. And I stand by this, man. I think they're whatever they're gonna be this season, it was gonna be that way with or without him. I've seen them terrible with him. I've seen them great with him. You know what I mean? And the Skip Bayless wasn't completely wrong with what he said when it first happened. You can't run right. You can't run right at Micah. And you, sir, you were the first. You had that hot take on one of our previous shows. You know what I mean? About Micah. I want you to repeat that hot take you had on Micah. That was before he got traded. How you felt about Micah? You said you said he was a little overrated.
I've been saying he gets the glamour bump, or whatever we're gonna call it. We can come up with a name for it. But he gets that Lakers, Yankees. For y'all wondering what glamour bump or the glamour more famous is, because you play for the Cowboys, Yankees, or Lakers in America, more people are gonna know who you are and give you more recognition for being great. But I never thought Micah was as good as his name, and so I've been saying that for how many years?
At least two.
At least two. And so the question I always ask you is, if Myles Garrett or TJ Watt, or I'm trying to think of somebody else on that level. Those are the two best to me. But if Myles Garrett was in Micah's place, would it even be a question? Like,
no, you're talking about as far as in a question of what, whether he
who's more famous?
Oh well, I go back to that. My original argument to that was they're not even the same type of pass rushers. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
I mean, Micah is a linebacker who is a rotational piece. Yeah, I mean that it comes with the territory. No, I mean he's right. It comes with the territory. I mean, but I would say I'm just talking about in terms of comparing them. I don't think it's a proper comparison to him and Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is a power rusher. He's a run through you kind of rusher. He's freaking huge. You know what I mean? Michael Parsons is fast. He's quick. I never liked the comparisons to Lawrence Taylor. I always thought that was a ridiculous comparison. It doesn't make any sense. For one, nobody is Lawrence Taylor. You know what I mean? And two, I mean, the styles aren't anywhere, they're not the same. And all of that, to your point, it comes from the Cowboys' hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you put Myles Garrett in Dallas, you put TJ Watt in Dallas. Dallas had a chance to draft TJ Watt, by the way. They passed on him. But, I mean, yeah, dude, they're already in the Ring of Honor.
Well, we being random since you said that. Who's one player that y'all passed on in the last decade that you're like, I really wish we would have drafted that player?
That's a good question, man. I haven't really thought about it much in the last decade.
5, 6, 7 years, whatever.
We drafted pretty well, man. Like Dallas isn't a bad drafting team per se.
We're not either, but we've still missed on some that I would like to have back.
Look, whoever the hell we didn't draft instead of Taco Charlton. Whoever it was that was available when we had drafted Taco Charlton, and I will say it's looking like Mozzie Smith was probably a bust too at this point.
Right.
But other than that, we've drafted well. I mean, you know what I mean? You go back, you talking Ezekiel Elliott, you go back 2016, one of our better drafts. We drafted all those linemen. I think they're trying to do that again. They're kind of redoing that kind of formula again with the Tylers.
Right, right.
But I can't really think, like, off the top of my head, it's hard to really say, man. That TJ Watt one stands out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I can't remember who we drafted that year. But it wasn't someone as good as him.
Right.
Michael Parsons fell to us. We traded back and got
Michael. That was a year y'all traded back and pissed off the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the Eagles your man from Alabama. So
was it Nolan? No.
No, the receiver.
The receiver. Yeah, you're talking about
little guy.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. Yeah, that's when they
Nolan
back.
Nolan's one of the Bulldogs.
Oh, for me, I already know who. As a Niner, I'm who we missed on.
Who was that?
Lamar.
Oh man, everybody missed on Lamar. Everybody. He was the last pick in the first round.
It's still a miss.
I'm pretty sure anybody would have taken him in hindsight, man.
Hey, those in the comments, what is a player you wish you still had on that y'all passed on?
Tap in. But yeah, it's
we're at 231 subs, so while you're there, it don't hurt. The algorithm, hit the like and subscribe button.
Like and subscribe, man. We're just getting this ball rolling, man. Hey, yo, keeping Burney the unbeaten. But yeah, no, it's definitely. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of passes there. CJ, GJ, or Slay.
They already played for you though. Ain't you an Eagles fan? We talking about players that you wish you had.
They've been one of them left and came.
They
back.
both left. Slay is gone. Slay's in Pittsburgh now, I think.
Well, yeah, Slay is gone, but CJ GJ he came back and won he left, came back, won the Super Bowl, and then left again. Because remember he was with the Detroit Lions 2 years ago.
She said she thought she said back. Nah, somebody that you never had that you're like, oh, I wish we could have drafted him, but we passed on it. Cowboys missed on TJ Watt and DK Metcalf.
Yep. I'm trying to think who was
Commanders fan. He said we missed on too many today. But you got Jaden Daniels, brother.
You got Jaden. Hey. Hey, it's a good time to be a Commanders fan, man.
It is.
You know, it's exciting, man. You know, I'm supposed to hate the Commanders. You know what I mean? I don't hate them like I do the Eagles.
They haven't been good enough for you to hate them. They probably will be the next 10 years, though.
Yeah. I think it was kind of like that with the 49ers. That 49ers Cowboys thing kind of died down until like recent years.
Right. Now it's probably dying down again.
We can never play y'all when y'all suck, man.
Y'all did like 2020. Like there was a couple years that y'all got us when we were terrible.
Yeah,
But hell, I wasn't even watching those years. I'm not fair weather, but I'm like, yo, if we're gonna go 2-14, I'm gonna go get ready for this draft.
yeah. Why put yourself through the misery? Looking forward to October for the NBA season to start.
Right. So we're gonna figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
No, no doubt, no doubt. But no, the Commanders. I mean, I think it's exciting, man. When the NFC East is good, like when you got a few good teams in the NFC East. There were times where all four teams were good. At times when all four teams were terrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was that one year. In fact, there was that one year that the Commanders, or I think they were just the Washington football team that year when they won the division. It was Kirk Cousins. You like that? Remember he did the you like that?
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the last time they won a division.
Yo, speaking of Kirk Cousins, like, come on, he's down here in the A now.
Is he?
Yeah, wife
He's
was
still-
crying. Okay, we gotta have this argument again. The NFC East is by far the best division.
He's right.
Is
He's
it?
right. He's 100% right. We have the stats to prove it. We are the only division where every team has won a Super Bowl. We are also the division with the most combined Super Bowls. No other division. Everybody in our division has at least two Super Bowl championships.
So now you're gonna brag on the Eagles.
I'm not bragging on the Eagles. Because for years
The
and years,
Commanders haven't won a Super Bowl since before the Niners or the Cowboys.
this is true.
The last time they won, I was like 11, and I'm 45.
But it goes to show how hard it is to win a Super Bowl, right?
Mark ripping at quarterback. We going back there. Joe Gibbs is the coach. Come on, like
it's hard to win a Super Bowl, Keith.
are we talking in recent times? I mean, the Eagles are really the only team that's been doing it.
Doing
Besides
what?
the Eagles winning the last time, I guess the Giants won in what 2012.
Yeah, the Giants won. They won in
Beat the
2012 and
Patriots
in 2008, like they won. yeah, chill. We caught all the Commander slander. Hey man,
I mean, the last time they won, they had a different name.
He name dropped Joe Gibbs. That's not fair, Keith. They haven't had a different name that long.
So the Commanders have never won a Super Bowl.
Oh man. Hey. Man, we're having a Commanders roast session right now. Man, look. both our teams about to get walked by Jaden Daniels. But yeah, no. Yo, speaking.
Okay, they got closer last year. But San Fran went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So the year before that, we got closer than you.
Here we go with this nonsense about who got closer. Yeah, we've been.
Man, I'm tired of getting close.
Yeah, it's close.
I'm tired of sniffing it and not getting in. If you know what I mean.
Regroup. You're tuned into the Unbeaten. Please like and subscribe.
Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. That's what
Every
we
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
We're gonna have some special guests on here too, man. So it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna keep it moving. But okay, all right, man. So let's get into some action, man. What do we have?
45. Let's see. Well, let me get this out of you before we go.
Okay.
As a fan of Dallas or diehard, how did you feel when you first got that trade news? Of Mike.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit shocked, man. Not because I thought they were gonna work it out. Like usually these things happen and they get worked out. You know what I mean? So when it happened, I was like, oh shit, they actually traded him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it did. It threw me for a loop. I needed to process it for a second. But my initial response or initial reaction was just like any other Cowboys fan. Like, okay, so what are we getting back for him? Right. What are the Packers sending us? I'm thinking like, oh man, it must be like, 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, you know what I mean? Several thirds and whatever. And then when I saw it just said 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark, and that's when I blood boiled a little bit. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing, Jerry. I don't understand. And then, he has his way of trying to, be a salesman. And, by the way, that documentary on Netflix is golden. Like one of the best sports documentaries I've ever seen. But, and I'm not saying that as a Cowboys fan, I'm saying that as a sports fan. I would encourage anybody to go check it out.
Hey, I'm the one that put obviously you were gonna watch it anyway, but I one that told you that thing was fire.
You did. You saw. You watched it. You were. I was like, man, I'm about to watch that in a little bit. You was like, yeah, you were finishing it up. But
I binged it one day. I had COVID.
Oh, you on lockdown. Quarantine, Netflixing. But no, it was really. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just one of those things where you're just like, okay. And then once I processed it, I'm like, all right, whatever. It is what it is, move on. And then after I talked to you actually about the cap thing, that kind of gave me a little bit more I kind of felt a little bit better because I was like, you know what? That would have been crazy having all of them on essentially max contracts.
Right.
I don't think they used I think that's more of an NBA term. I don't think they call it the max contract in the NFL.
That's what it essentially is.
Yeah, it is. Right. So yeah, I was thinking like, man, that would have eaten up most of the cap if they would have given him that deal, or if they would have gave him the deal that Jerry said that they were going to give him, the $200 million.
Right.
And that would have ate up. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have moved some stuff around, but man, you wouldn't have left yourself any room to move around and do other things and address other needs. So I guess they looked at it like, hey, we got a pretty deep pass rushing room. There nobody is at the level of Micah, but we're pretty deep right now. We got some people who can fill in at least until we draft somebody else. And they went ahead and moved on from it, man. They're like, look, and we got Kenny Clark, need to stop the run, put him beside Osa Odigizua, who played with whose brother played with, I think his brother played with Kenny Clark, or Kenny Clark's brother played with him. One or the other. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said it earlier in the show. I'm gonna say it again. Hey, Dallas was gonna look however they're gonna look, regardless if Micah was there or not.
They're not right.
If they're bad this year, they would have been bad with him. If they're good this year, they'd have been good with him. I don't think.
I gotta do something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Keep me going.
Commercial break. But yeah, I think the Cowboys are gonna have a good season, man. I don't see it being a 12-win season, but I think they'll be formidable. I think the NFC East will be competitive. I think it'll be fun. Nobody ever wins the NFC East twice in a row. If Treat is still there, man, I think your Commanders might get it this year. That's my bold prediction. But hey, man, who knows, man? We've only seen 1 week of football, so we gotta see what the rest of the we gotta see what week 2 looks like first, and then maybe we can pass judgment a little bit better on what the season is going to look like. But everybody, make sure you lock in with us, man. Like I said, we're going to be here every Wednesday night at 9. Please like, Strive. Man, Keith got me over here like I'm Colin Coward with the herd. Over
Man,
here and just talk by
had to
myself.
get my boy together.
I ain't prepared my monologues, Keith. You can't just leave me alone
My
like that.
bad.
You know what I mean? We should have cut to an ad.
Sure, for sure. Next time we're gonna do that. But anybody else, man? We got anything? We couldn't cutting close to this hour here, man. Close up shop.
We got about 10 more minutes. We want to talk about what are we looking forward to in this upcoming week?
I'm looking forward to Thursday night.
Me too.
I'm looking forward to Thursday night. I just think that this Washington and Green Bay game could be an NFC Championship preview, and that's what you want to see at the beginning of the year. See where these teams measure up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most def, man, most def. Yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting. Who do y'all have this week? Y'all play like the Saints or something, right?
We got New Orleans.
I got New Orleans. Yeah, we got we of course have the Giants, which may or may not be Russell Wilson's last game of his career.
Starter. Yeah.
Yeah, his career could be over this week. We'll see. But yeah, the Eagles and Chiefs are definitely, one to watch. That's definitely
absolutely.
Yeah, that's gonna be one to highlight. We were talking about the AFC West earlier, man. The Raiders, Geno Smith.
They got the four best coaches, right? By far.
Absolutely. Yeah, the AFC West, yes. No, absolutely. I agree. You got Harbaugh, you got Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, and who do I leave out? Oh, Sean Payton. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You got championship quarterback coaches over there. But that Chargers Raiders matchup is going to be interesting. That'll be another one. Other than that, and now that we've seen what the Colts look like this year, the Colts and the Broncos could be an interesting matchup. Since Daniel Jones is the second coming. Right. It's what is all those memes out? They said, man, Daniel Jones left New York and went to Indianapolis and turned into Peyton.
Yep.
And New York got the Denver Broncos Russell.
It'd be interesting to see. The funny thing, I was talking to somebody, just chopping it up, and how that Seattle thing fell apart with Russell and Pete Carroll, mm-hmm. And turns out in the end they both needed each other. Now Pete made it okay with Geno, and looks like he's going to try and make some magic with Geno up in Oakland. Mm-hmm. But Russell's career has tailspin since he left Seattle. And to your point, I think it's a wrap. Because I don't think he's the type of guy that can be a backup. Mm-mm. That's just my opinion.
And you don't want to see him be a backup, man. I don't think the level of play that's making you think that he's not a starter is more or less, you don't want to see him. Like, dude, don't just go ahead, man. Walk into the sunset, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You got a Super Bowl championship. That's something a lot of players don't even get to sniff at. Leave with your legacy intact, man. You and Sierra go start a business or something and do something, spend time with your family, bro. But yeah, no, it is hard to watch. When you talk Russell Wilson, man, you're talking about one of the most accurate deep ball throwers, the game has ever seen. You know what I mean? So, you just kind of remember, like, his highlights, you know what I mean? His low lights, too, because they should have ran the damn ball with Marshawn Lynch in that Super Bowl. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, honestly, other than the Commanders and Packers and then the Eagles and Chiefs, there aren't a lot of compelling matchups this week. Week 2 is
I just looked at it. It's kind of booty.
Week 2 is kind of trash a little bit,
well, at least it just allows you to pick the few games you want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So There's that.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to watch? Do I want to watch the Bengals and play the Jaguars? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. You never know, man, because we still don't know what some of these teams are. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
So, there's something might come out of it. I mean, we might get something out of it. You never know, man. Jets, Justin Fields might go crazy on the Bills.
My man Cliff, what up? What's up, dog? My man said game 2 is a must win for Carolina in order to keep their fan base. Damn. You out as a fan after week 2?
Week 2. I look, hey, that they are feeling that Bryce Young move, man. That Bryce Young move is hurting that fan base. And you can see why. I understand why, man. The writing was on the wall before he was drafted, but I don't think, let's be real, the Panthers are not very good this year. Whether they win game 2 or not, I don't foresee any significant progress this season. I don't know. Maybe you make a run. What I saw Sunday, it looked like some same old Panthers type stuff. In fact, it kind of looked like y'all regressed because I thought Young was getting better last season.
I think that is what I call the deception of end of season football play when there's no playoffs or anything on the line. If you're playing playoff teams, they're not putting a bunch out there on tape. They don't really, I'm not going to say they don't care, but why would a team go into a game with Bryce Young and the Panthers and put everything on tape if they're going into the playoffs or season's over? I think you just see that a lot. And you're like, well, this is good for next year. And I always in my head is like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it this season when the games matter? Otherwise, what's the point? So I'm actually, you know what, as an Aggie, I'm looking forward to seeing if Carolina goes off the rails. I want to see what Hendon Hooker has.
No, yeah, I mean that'll be great if we can see that, man, and he gets that opportunity. Absolutely. When I'm speaking on nice shirt, Keith. When I'm speaking on the Panthers in terms of Bryce Young regressing, I'm not really talking about the X's and O's of it. I thought maybe he was just coming along a little bit and getting more comfortable. He just never looks comfortable. I don't know if it's an offensive line thing or what it is, but I mean, he's just always looked like he wasn't the right guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they made a mistake. We were talking about, earlier about your team. Name a pick that you regret that your team missed. It's just one of those sad realities that they're living with currently. You know what I mean? And y'all can have Jonathan Mingo right back, man. I don't even know why the hell we picked that guy up. He's awful. Oh my God. I think he's on the practice squad now. I don't even think he's injured or something. But I was like, thank goodness. I don't want to see that guy on the field anymore. Right. But yeah, man, hopefully Cliff, hopefully you're still a fan, whether y'all win or not. But hey, brother, I feel you. Either way. Tough goings.
Bang, bang, Carolina gang is out of there.
Keep pounding? Is that what they say?
Yeah, keep pounding.
Keep pounding, Cliff. Hang in there, Bo. Hang in there.
But I'm sorry. Pause. Looks like it's gonna keep getting pounded.
Pause. Damn. Oh my God. What time? It's 59. Hey.
Quick hitter. What'd you think about Lamar in Buffalo?
Oh man, Lamar doing Lamar things, man. Looking outstanding, looking great. Not finishing off his AFC rival. Right. It reminded me of, it didn't remind me of the playoffs game exactly, right, but the narrative is still the same.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean? We had this discussion about when we were talking about quarterback tiers, and somebody watched that that pre-recorded show that we did, and they thought I was hating on Lamar a little bit because I was putting Josh Allen above him and all of that. And I'm like, man, look at the playoff record.
Right.
The proof is in the pudding, man. He's I even went so far as to compare him to Dak Prescott. Not about his skill set, not about none of that. I'm talking about playoff success.
Let me ask you this: do you think at some point he's going to break through?
Absolutely, and I hope so. I'm rooting for him.
I
I want to see him break
agree.
through. I think this season it might happen this season, man. I think they have been one of the best, if not the best team in the NFL for a couple of years. They just don't close the deal, man, when they get in the playoffs. Like they were a drop pass from Mark Andrews away,
Right.
and I get that. That ain't Lamar's fault. He put it right in his hands like the way he always has. But it doesn't change the results. The results are the results. We didn't give Josh Allen a pass when he lost to Patrick Mahomes, and after he did everything he could to win, and he didn't even get to come back on the field in overtime. So like I said, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, what did you think?
I was disappointed, but I was actually listening to the herd, and he made a point. It's like Lamar is so dynamic, you can't even imitate him in practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you get out there, you get the series 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You probably can start to get a beat on how to play them. And so then late in games, you see them getting stopped, and you're like, I wonder what happened. But maybe teams can get used to them throughout the game. But my thoughts is I didn't like him throwing short of the sticks on that 3rd and 9 or whatever. Unless you're gonna. The only reason I would say to do that is if we know we're gonna go for it on 4th down.
Right.
And I'm of the opinion if I'm playing against Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, I'm going for it on 4th down. I don't want to give them the ball back. If I have one of those other guys, if I have Lamar, I'm going for it. If I have Josh Allen, I'm going for it on 4th down. I mean, I'm not giving you the ball back. You're
Right.
gonna have to earn it. And so because they're gonna do things like what they just did is drive down the field and get a field goal. My other thought is if I score 40, my defense should be good enough to hold them under 40. So uh, yeah, there was a bit of chokage there, but that defense went absolutely disappeared. I mean, it went non-existent. So
Well, I mean, both teams were supposed to be decent on defense, and neither team. I mean, one team put up 40, one team put up 41. You know what I
and
mean?
both might be solid on defense. You never know.
Right.
Just not this week.
You got two. You got the two most dynamic quarterbacks as it pertains to their particular skill set. You know what I mean in the NFL. Not aside from Patrick Mahomes, and what he does. But I mean, if we're talking about right now, if what we're seeing right now, because Patrick Mahomes, you and I talked about this. He ain't really been like the usual Patrick Mahomes over the last like couple of seasons. You know what I mean? But I mean, when you really talk about who's the most dynamic, it's those two guys who are going back and forth or at each other's necks for the MVP votes.
Right.
And we watched that and we witnessed that and we saw how both defenses responded to it, and it wasn't that great.
Right.
The Ravens, you kind of expect more out of their defense. They got some some household names on that side of the ball.
Right.
But yeah, no, I agree with you, man. It was not a great performance, and they were not good in the to their bigger point. They were not good in the clutch of the game
At all.
when they needed to be. So yeah, and Derrick Henry, we love that you can run over people and get 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, but bro, you can't turn the ball over right there, man.
At all.
And that ain't the first time he's done that. He's coughed up the ball on some critical moments before, man.
Of course. I agree.
But it is what it is. But I mean, I think both teams, I mean, I see them meeting each other potentially
in the playoffs again, right?
Particularly in the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think one of those two teams are going to be in the Super Bowl this year. I'm not impressed with the Chiefs. They got Worthy is injured now. I heard they may or may not be trying to get Tyreek Hill back. I don't know, but
It's gonna be tough. Also, I think they gotta wait till week 6 for Rasheed Rice.
right, yeah, he's suspended. So yeah, I mean, and Travis Kelce he's regressed. I mean, whether he wants to admit it or not, but
I think this is his last year.
you think so?
Yeah.
No, you think his well, he really is riding off into the sunset. You know what I mean?
It's a good way to put it. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna land TV gigs and Mark. He's gonna be fine. To your point. So
Mhm. Yeah, I mean his brother works for ESPN. You know what I mean?
right.
And
I thought it was. He's not. No, he's at ESPN. I mean, they got their own podcast already. So
yeah, you remember he took RG3's job.
yeah.
But yeah, he'll be fine, man. He's set up very well. Whether he wants to do anything or do nothing, he's set up very well.
Right.
But man, hey man, we're gonna put a pin on this one. We back in here. When are we coming back, Keith? When we coming back? We back next Wednesday?
Yeah, we back next Wednesday.
We back next Wednesday. Wednesday at 9.
So we're gonna put some polling up there to see what's a good time for y'all too. But Wednesday at 9, we got a consistent time every week. Thanks for coming in the folks that pinned comments, engaged us. We had a good time. So we're looking to grow this audience. We're gonna have a ball throughout the rest of this football season for sure. So
we had the most fun doing that. We tried the pre-recorded thing, and we'll still have some pre-recorded shows, but there's nothing like doing this with you all when you all are listening live and chiming in. So please go to the page, like and subscribe, and turn your notifications on and be ready for us. We plan to be here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. and hopefully if anything changes, anything pops up, because Keith and I are both very busy. We both have personal lives just like all of you. We'll let you know if it's a reschedule. But hey, man, let's get it going, man.
hey, back. I'm beat.
You're gonna be with Keith and Burney.
Hey, till next week.
Salute.